Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the classes now. Let us continue our lesson in history, the socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. So far we have learned about February Revolution. Now we will learn about the October Revolution of 1917. Year 3.2. We are on the next part. Here is the subtitle, The Revolution of October 1917. So now pay attention and listen carefully. So there are altogether 6 points I've written over here. Now we will go one by one. As the conflict between the provisional government and the Bolsheviks grew, we have learned in the February Revolution that Tsar Nicholas had to hand over the power to the provisional government as the pressure was increasing day by day. The opposition or the protest was increasing day by day. Tsar Nicholas had to hand over the power to the provisional government. He was kept as a monarchy in the name, constitutional monarchy. So the provisional government was functioning. It was very new, a temporary government. At the meantime, Vladimir Lenin returned from exile and he started the revolution and took as a leadership. He was the leader of the Bolshevik party. And he gave 3 demands known as April Theses. We have learned about war to be brought to be end, war be brought to end, banks nationalized, and the land must be redistributed to the peasants. Those were 3 April Theses we have learned. And he started protesting against the provisional government, because provisional government started arresting the leaders, and Lenin thought that it is time to seize power. But many of the Bolshevik leaders and party members, they thought that the time is not right to seize power. Instead, we must support the provisional government. But as the development was taking place, after a few months, the attitude of the people changed and they began to protest against the provisional government. Many of the leaders went into hiding or they ran away from Russia. They had to flee. So now after that, now it was time to seize the power of the provisional government. That's why the October Revolution took place. And so the revolution of October 1917 after that. As the conflict means discussion, as the quarrel, misunderstanding between the provisional government and the Bolshevik grew, because provisional government were arresting Bolshevik members. Lenin was afraid that the provisional government would set up a dictatorship. Lenin, he was the leader of the Bolshevik party. He feared that the provisional government will change into a dictatorship. So before changing into dictatorship, we must seize power. So what he did, in September, he began discussions with all the members for an uprising against the government. So since he was a leader, he started contacting the industrialists, the peasants, factory workers, traders, and began discussion for an uprising against the government. Even he discussed with those military personnel who left the provisional government. So, number 3, Bolshevik supporters in the army who had already left the job, Soviets, the peasants, and the villagers, they were Soviets, and the factory workers and factory owners were brought together. All were brought together, and they combined their power and force. So they combined together, they united together, and on 16th October, the uprising, the 16th October 1917, Lenin, the leader of the Bolshevik party, persuaded means make them understand, to convince the other people. Lenin persuaded the Petrograd Soviets, all the peasants and the farmers, Petrograd Soviet and the Bolshevik party. He persuaded all the party members and all the factory workers, factory owners, and the military personnel who had left, who supported the Bolshevik party, to agree to a socialist seizure of power. Seizure means capture. Now it is time, the time has come to seize power, to take over the power. He persuaded all the people, and all of them were ready. They accepted, they agreed to his proposal. Number 5, a military committee, the people or the soldiers who left the job, who left the provisional government service, a military committee was appointed under the leader of Leon Trotsky. Leon Trotsky was a military general who had left the service and joined the Bolshevik party or the protesters. So under Leon Trotsky, a military committee was appointed to organize the seizure. Of course, the Soviets and the people or the member of the Bolshevik party will support them. The date of the event to seize power was kept secret. So, on which date the power will be seized, that date was kept as a secret. Now, number 6, the uprising began on 24th October. Now, on 24th October, so far the date was kept as a secret. On 24th of October, sensing the trouble, somehow the provisional government, the minister of the provisional government, he sensed the danger. So sensing trouble, the minister, prime minister of the provisional government, Kerensky, his name was Kerensky. Sensing the prime minister of the provisional government named Kerensky had left the city to call the troops, to call the soldiers, troops, to stop them from advancing to the Duma. So till here, to be continued. So far the Prime Minister of the provisional government, Kerensky, left the city to call the troops. Now after that, what happened? Will there be a fight and war between the provisional government soldiers and the Bolshevik soldiers? So let us see what happened. How did they take over or seize the power? We'll talk about that in our next class. We have not completed this portion. Some more are there. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for listening, and you have paid so much attention and listened carefully. Thank you very much, and also for your presence in the class. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next class and talk about our seizure of power. So far the Prime Minister of the Prime Minister of the provisional government, Kerensky, had left the city to call the troops in order to stop those advancing Bolshevik soldiers and the party members advancing towards the Duma. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.